Is the turtle gone yet?
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
My name is
everybody.
Mark.
My name is Frigid Hyperion, and welcome back to the Wilds of Wildemount campaign. This will be part 2 for session 38. In part 1, we ran away from a turtle. I don't know the significance of that. I don't know what was so daunting about that. I'd rather not remember.
Oh yeah, it was only massive.
I said I'd
We're
rather
trying to
not
make
remember.
squirrel soup.
The important part is we have reached Broken Bank Isle with possibly some minor exhaustion, and Soren's going to be bruised as hell.
Probably some mental trauma, let's
and
say.
mental trauma. And also, we have our cannon on the shore.
The exhaustion was
I don't-
emotional.
Want to cue the image of Captain Jack Sparrow running away?
No, what I want to queue up is the image of us like running just like normally as this happened, and then the turtle comes up and it's to be continued, and it plays the fucking.
Do 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 do. All right. All right. Well.
Oh, that was an experience that I'm not quite keen to repeat. Ever.
If we ever repeat that, I'll eat this fucking cape.
Is that the promise?
Soren, I swear to God, if you actually try and replicate that, you are getting thrown off the ship.
Well, I don't think
get
there's
any
much
weird
space on
ideas
that
about
boat
that weird
anyway.
tooth.
Not that ship, the Wavechaser. Speaking
You-
of which,
Is that them? Are they docked?
yeah, yeah, I think so.
All right then.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Why do we look? I mean, physically, are we presentable?
I don't think presentability is on our utmost.
If you're considering prestidigitation, I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna prestidigitate all of the seawater and stuff off of us.
All the seawater and sweat.
It's sweat.
Yeah.
Sweat's the
I'm
best.
only slightly
and
bruised.
like completely running makeup because Brian for some reason thought that putting makeup on before this was a good idea.
Yet here we are.
Okay. We need to minimize this thing and get it to the ship.
This is really happy music.
Right?
Sure.
Hello?
Oh,
These are old tokens.
that's an old ass token.
What we call the OG token.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Try that again.
You're excused.
There we go.
Oh.
That's better.
This brings me nostalgia.
This really does. Bringing the cannon aboard. Hey guys!
Special delivery.
You see, they all make their way up from below deck.
You're quiet.
and you see that they all make their way up.
You're
onto-
so quiet.
I don't know what to do. Am I any better now?
A little bit.
A little bit. I'm not trying to turn you
How
up.
about now? Am I any better now?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
better now.
That's actually better.
Considerably
Oh my god.
so.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna be yelling.
It's funny because, like, I think the same problem is still happening. She's just shouting over it because I can hear it trying to mute her.
Yeah.
You guys bring the cannon with a bunch of lifting and tuggings and pullings onto the deck of the Wavechaser. Just as everybody makes their way up from below deck.
Special delivery.
A very special delivery.
You see,
I mean, courtesy
Borth
of-
Borth kind of pushes his way to the front of everyone and says, "Well, aren't you all a sight for sore eyes?"
Windchime runs up and hugs him.
You're all
He gives you a huge hug as well.
after what
Oh
we
my
just
God.
went through. You're
We were
you guys
gonna
are very
die.
nice.
You were going to die?
We almost got
Oh.
eaten. Again,
By?
a giant turtle.
No.
Didn't you guys hear cannon fire? I know
Like,
it's still quite a ways away, but I imagine cannon fire would still have been heard.
What? Wait, just now?
A little
I mean,
while ago.
like-
yes.
Maybe
Wow.
an hour ago?
we were a couple miles away still, but I mean, the turtle was so big though. Like, you'd think you'd always be able to see it no matter where you are.
It was along with the spires, you know, of bone protruding from the sea, where a
Which, by
giant
the way,
dragon
you might
emerged
actually be
from
able
the
to
way.
get to, You might actually be able to get to Firewatch Island now.
Well, we still have to test that, but we will definitely let you know. Oi.
Well, this is all fairly interesting. You see, Heidi says, happy you guys are alive. A giant turtle? Nasty things.
You run into one before?
Yeah, I mean, we've run into a few of them in our times.
What?
Yeah,
So casually.
big turtles.
Well, then again, being in the middle, being on a ship like this with some firepower would be a little bit more, reassuring. We were pushing
A little more speed than we had.
and Moonzik gestures at the cannon. We were pushing that thing on a paddle boat while
Well-
being chased by that thing.
I'm not sure of any giant turtle that wouldn't just go down with a little bit of by a cannon shot. That's for sure.
Oh, this thing was relentless. We certainly damaged it. I don't know. I have no idea how much, but it was definitely hurt.
How big were the turtles that you're talking about? Like, compared
Oh.
to the ship?
Oh, the ship. Well, probably about 8 feet bit wide.
Oh no. This was islands. This was
Yeah.
entire-
Probably closer to an island. Yeah, probably
This
closer
turtle
to
was probably
50 to
at least
60
several
feet
times larger than the ship Wavechaser itself.
You're not saying
We're not
No,
saying
a
this to try to
dragon?
brag or show off.
a giant
you talking about a
fucking
dragon turtle?
turtle.
The dragon turtle.
You
We
see that
think
there's
that-
kind of like a look on their faces of like, and you survived?
It attacked us. We got
On
away barely
foot?
barely by the skin of our teeth.
Walking on, is that correct? Walking on water? You
I
pushed
mean-
the pedal?
Running, more or less.
Yeah.
Sprinting
I was
further
running
than-
on air.
I was swimming. That
You
was harder,
are so lucky to be alive.
right?
You see, Borth in your arms, Windchime has is
Mhm.
kind of looking you over for damage.
Mhm.
Hey,
I
you
mean,
want to know something? This is fun. When you get in range, the whole ocean is warm.
I'll bet the whole ocean is warm. Oh my god.
I mean, its mere breath boiled the water that it swam in.
I don't even know where to begin.
I think I know.
That's
where
a
to, I think I
once
know
in
where
a-
to begin with this.
Once in a century event.
What do you mean once in a century event?
I mean, When was the last time you all heard about a dragon turtle?
Never.
Literally never.
Where's history check have come from?
You would say that like if dragon turtle sightings are an extraordinarily rare event. And yeah, once in a century. That sounds about right.
I mean, she's not exaggerating about this when she said that. Heidi's right. This is an incredibly rare occurrence. Once in a lifetime for most non-elf mortals.
Wait, do we now have to deal with another one of those things?
Well, I mean, it's once every 100 years or so. A sighting is reported.
Oh my god.
I think is if you're still on the sea for another 100 years, Brian, I don't know what you're doing.
I'd be
Well, I
still
mean,
in
if
my
you're still on the sea
adolescence.
after this event,
What's
you
the
kind of
problem
accept
with
the
that?
fact that you will probably.
I don't know. I wouldn't know if you would get bored or not.
It's only 100 years. How would you get bored of something as big as the sea in 100 years?
Men of, the human race tend to get bored of something within 1 year.
That's no time at all. You barely know something in a year.
I know it. But, banter aside, there are some new faces for you guys to meet.
I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
that. Who is she?
This is my girlfriend, Nahiri.
A flash of disappointment
What?
before he puts back on a smile. Of
Poor
this
boy.
is obviously Kajori.
And then this ray of sunshine here, he comes up behind Soren. He kind of like claps him on both shoulders. This is Soren.
Oh, hey, watch it. That's Bruce.
And
Oh,
probably
yes,
one
hello.
of the only reasons we're still alive.
Oy.
Soren's gonna do a little bow. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Soren, Nahiri, this is our crew of the Wavechaser. We have. He's gonna motion to each of them. We have Dejarkle, we have Kijori, Borth, and then our Chief of Staff, Heidi.
And Captain,
And Captain.
when you're not around.
Yeah. Well,
I can't help but notice Animo isn't with you.
funny story that. We don't know where he is at the moment. He got
Spotted
caught
with
up
a
in
body
something
for the
one
time being.
night, and he had to split off from us, and I guess he got lost.
But he's alive, we know that much.
Well, that's good news. Be happy to see him again.
You and me both.
Hell, I'm about ready to go hit the tavern and have 5 drinks for him and 5 for myself.
I might need a drink after this too.
I'd gladly take you up on that. He stutters over his words while looking at Nahiri. That's definitely why. Nothing to do with me.
Oy. Enough about us, though. How have you guys been faring?
Heidi kind of steps forward a little bit and she says, well, not having done any illicit activities or anything has proved moderately profitable. Here, take a look at these. And in a video game-esque fade, he hands you a logbook with their with the total earnings over the past month. You have earned with everything a fair, like, taking out basic costs, etc., etc. You have about 1,500 gold.
Woo! Is that plus?
Now,
Is that
of course,
along with the 70 that was left when we departed?
no, that is not. That's just profit.
That's just total. Okay.
Over the course of a month, it's really good. Over the course of a
It's
month,
really good.
uh, she says there were a few special gigs that we were able to catch that of like high value items, and we kind of threw around the Legati Company name, and I feel like, I don't know, it's gotten a lot of payback recently, especially from a couple of merchants in Port Damali.
What do you say?
Well, you might also. Well, then again, we didn't use the name in Pheolin at all because we were trying to stay anonymous.
But that group of merchants we helped do a protection for.
Long story short, you may have heard of some things that happened in Pheolin over the last few days. We may have been the cause of that.
Excuse me here. We haven't made our way to Fairlin in, well, probably a few weeks. Last year we were in Nicodranus for a bit, then up to Port Damali, and lately we've been doing a few back and forths to the Port Zune from Port Damali. But no, I have not heard anything about things going on in Phelan.
The entire town is in a
Only
revolution.
been days. I do want to let you know.
What?
I know. It's only been a few days.
Oh, true.
Yeah, news would have trouble flying that fast.
Especially over the sea, yeah. Oh, fair enough. We may
Probably
have-
not a very profitable area, to be honest.
Not profitable? Profitable or not profitable? I didn't hear you.
It's
Not
quite
profitable.
ridiculous.
We started a riot.
I wouldn't say a riot per se.
Look, also, really, we did not incite a riot. That is not what we did.
We definitely incited an insurgency.
That's so much worse. Let's not admit to that.
That's on an even grander scale than just this mere riot. I will say that right now.
Or maybe
I mean, I
perhaps-
don't mean to sound like, I don't know, judgmental or whatever. But like, I'm turning it into hearing. I don't mean to sound judgmental, but you guys aren't partaking in any illegal activities, right?
Of course not.
Maybe.
Because that would
Lauren.
just be
That would just be what?
insulting.
Right?
I mean, I don't really think it's insulting at all. Hey, if they make business in whatever way they want to, it's their risk. We're only, people who work for them. Well, I mean, still, there's something there about, keeping our own image. I'm not about to be thrown into jail.
No.
Don't worry. We were barely involved.
The Legati Company name in and of itself was not used. We were very discreet with what we did. The ruling house of Pheolin we uncovered their corruption, and we may have been able to bring that to light. On a large
Basically, we did undercover journalism. That's protected, right?
If Yes, and we
I don't
didn't
know much
find
about
ourselves
journalism.
the next day.
Basically, the whole town is in an uproar now.
You know what? I'm still wired
Monday.
from that encounter. Can we just go drink and forget all about it?
Yeah, I think a drink is in order. Oh hell, that means I have to actually be an old man when I go out into public, don't I?
Does it matter here?
I don't think so. I think there's. I think enough. I don't think there's enough people here to really care all that much.
I'm not encouraging you to take more risk. I just.
It's small risk. Broken Bank is a small town. I think we can let it go. I enjoy being myself.
You know, for what it's worth, I sure do love seeing your handsome face. He gives you a wink.
Was that Kachori or Borth?
Kachori.
Of course it was Kajori. Why wouldn't it be?
I just have to.
He's the lady
I just
killer.
have to double check. Feelings go for you too, my friend. we. I'm done with this. Let's go hit the tavern. Let's have a drink for Animo.
Yeah.
And you guys make your way to which tavern?
Fog and Frog.
Foggin.
That seems to be our favorite tavern in Broken Bank.
So true.
All my homies like frog and
No, it's not as good as Denny's, not gonna lie.
Well, technically, he is not there.
Oh shit, we can invite Bellwether. Also, another old token.
Look,
I know.
Also,
I'm pointing that out. For
Hiya
Kale.
Nemo's token.
I'm pointing that out for Kale.
Yeah, that token will come back.
I know.
okay, so we need Nahiri out. Where's Sunshine? Do you want to sit next to or across from Nahiri?
Next to Nahiri.
Oh, poor Borth.
Oh no, it's not okay. Yeah, I mean, it is okay. It's not okay. Wow.
It's not okay.
Uh,
We do not support relationships in this D&D game. Much to all
no.
the evidence to
If
the
you
contrary.
think about it this way, Borth has 2 daughters now.
What?
like Borth thought of himself as a father figure. It's kind of the same for Nahiri, I guess, a little bit. I don't know.
Well,
Fucking weird, man.
where is every? I mean, I figure Nahiri, Borth, and Windchime probably have a little area on their own. Where is Thorin sitting?
Oh. Oh, you already pulled it out. Okay. I guess he's probably gonna plop over by Moonzik. Plop
And
over
Brian?
on the bigger table.
And
These are
Edward?
difficult decisions. Very difficult. I
it's
think
the most difficult
Heidi.
decision to make.
Next to Heidi.
By Heidi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Edward?
Edward is gonna sit by Dejarkle.
Okay. Wonderful. Then we're gonna have just small tableside vignettes after while we order.
And dating sim time.
Oh, baby.
You guys also, if you wanted to, you also could go find another table. Like, that's totally chill. if you and another person want to go off, especially from that larger group.
Nah.
Hot single
Okay.
woman in your area.
Oh my god.
Oh, baby!
It doesn't
Nothing
help
but the
the
best.
fact that like Moonzik is trying to get at least a little bit closer with Heidi, like whenever they're together. So
Well, dating sims are also friendship sims, so.
Dating
They're
sims
only
are also
friendship sims
friendship
until you
sims.
max out your friendship meter.
wow, this is starting to feel like Danganronpa. I mean, what?
Please
What?
don't murder anyone.
Oh, I can't do the thing. Animo has my Monoguma plushie.
So we'll start off top down. Yeah. Edward and Dejarkle.
So, how have things been with the whole crew?
Well, I'd say they've been pretty well lately. Things have been kind of smooth. I can't deny that it would be better if we had maybe an extra couple hands, but that's always been the case. Well, not that I was
Are you
there for very
requesting for
long.
more assistance with crew members? Or at
I
least
feel like we
more
could
in the form of
probably do
additional?
bigger jobs, yeah. But I don't know.
I'm assuming at this point you've retired your work from the Clovis Concord. You're no longer directly employed underneath them.
Correct, yeah. Due to that happened quite a while ago, due to my involvement with um the captain lieutenant.
Yes.
Yeah.
But are you enjoying it more here?
Um, I wouldn't say that I enjoy it more or really less. I just, I don't know, work is work. It's nice to get close to people though and not hide things from them. Although, I'll be honest, I still kind of feel like they don't trust me.
I mean, given the circumstances of all the occurrences, don't exactly I don't exactly say that I can't see why. I mean, aside from that though, are you still getting along with them fine? You don't.
I mean, yeah, we're getting along. There's no, I, I feel like the only person I can really like get close with, I suppose, is Kajori, and to be honest, that just feels like he's trying to get in my pants.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and look towards Kajori.
Who is
Yeah, I mean,
currently
he does seem like.
casually, if it's okay, he's casually resting his arm around Brian, like on the back of her chair, as she kind of leans forward.
Mhm.
Not noticed. Brian is exhausted.
Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, I think I can see that. Yeah. Hmm. Well, I
Um,
mean, in either case, though, what do you think? Do you think? Are you suggesting, just out of curiosity, but are you suggesting that, the crew requires more hands around in order to help, so that you can find someone that you can connect with more than whoever's already there on
oh
the crew?
no, by no means. That's not what I meant. I mean more like it would help alleviate the pressures of doing everything for everyone. There'd be maybe more time to relax, get to know each other.
Yeah.
Maybe that would help. I'm really not good at this people thing, I'll be honest.
I mean,
I mean, I like to drink and I like to laugh and have fun, but I I don't know. People are really confusing. Not like animals. Animals are so clear. There's no guessing. They'll just tell you if they like you or don't, or what
Yes.
they're feeling.
Yes, I agree. Animals are at least honest in that particular sense. They don't have a motive to hide anything, so they don't.
So, yeah, I would say it's not that it's been hard. It just hasn't been easy. And it's disappointing.
Yes. Aside from everything else that you're dealing with on the Wavechaser, I've been meaning to wonder, but how is the rest of the crew doing? Like all around, like, have you been faced with any sort of threats or dangers? I know this line of work is not as perilous as working as an outlaw, but no, like, do you guys feel safe?
Um, she kind of like takes a drink of her ale, um, and says, well, I mean, Heidi is pretty good at keeping other people in check, but there was a moment while we were in Port Damali um, where a bunch of people, like five big burly guys, decided that they wanted to, check the ship out. Um, it was, I don't know, it was just me here. I thought at least, but then I was like, "Hey, no, you can't do that. Like, don't. You're not supposed to board our ship. This is trespassing." And uh, but Heidi came out of the captain's quarters and just was a was a tornado. She just kind of tore through them verbally. Um, then they eventually kind of backed down. Um, Kind of intimidating. But I
I,
mean, that was that was like weeks ago.
I mean, aside from, that clear and apparent threat, it at least brings me a little bit of solace to know that at least you have a capable captain able to look after their own despite despite the circumstances.
I mean, capable. Still not much of a talker though.
I don't blame her for what she's been through. Well, after what we put her through, to be precise.
I don't blame you guys. I don't think you guys were. I think you were, I don't know, based off everything, stuck between two hard choices, and it's not like she was a good person.
Well, that's true, but in the end of the day, at least I've been thinking a lot about morality and philosophy and all that likes. I've never really put philosophy into, shall we say, I've never put philosophy into a circumstance where it would directly apply to me because up until before I became an adventurer, I would sit in my home and I would ponder over these issues, but I would never actually think about the issues as if they were applying to me. But now I see, at least somewhat, that they do, in fact, apply to me because now I'm in the exact scenario in which the moral dilemma does apply directly to the actions that I've taken. And in this particular case, at least, well, for the captain, the regrettable fate of the captain is in that moment, we were offered a choice between our life at the cost of hers, and we took it, right? It did not matter who killed what or what happened to the body or whatnot, but it was mostly a choice that resulted directly in her death. And we took it, right? The cost of our life, the fact that we get to live on and be let go, came at the price of her life, right?
I mean, that
And
makes sense.
so in that case, because of that, right, I think it would be fair to say that our choice was a direct result of her death, right? So, you can say it's not your fault, it's not, you know, it's you had to do what you had to do, or whatever words that happened. But the point is we still made the choice to go through instead of relinquishing our life, and we have to live our life. That life itself is a reminder that the cost of it was hers.
That's really intense.
Yeah, well, again, philosophy was another one of those subjects where I studied, but how should I say? Practical philosophy is much more difficult than just discussing philosophy.
I never was one much for school. I mean, like, I did go and, like, I had an education. I just never really cared about it too much.
Yeah,
And my education, it's not like I went to a college or university or whatever. I just, basic education. Nothing crazy.
yeah, preliminary stuff.
Did you go to school?
Pardon?
You're not still in school.
Well, I was tutored by a really brilliant man. I didn't technically go to, well, I went for school for a brief period, but, well, let's just say, let's just say, I left for personal reasons, and I was instead tutored by the most brilliant man I know. Well, I mean, obviously I hold him in high regard, but he's an eccentric but very smart, very clever, very resourceful man. I'm not sure
What's his
if
name?
you, I mean, I'm not sure how famous he would be. He's not exactly the famous type, but yeah, his name was Bernard.
Bernard. Well,
He taught
to
me everything.
Bernard for being a brilliant man, huh?
Oh, yeah.
um, and then we're going to make our. Oh, by the way, do you want food? We didn't order. We just started role playing right away.
Yes. What do they have on the menu?
Today, uh, they have blubber baked barnacles,
Ooh.
um, a stag steak and dire lobster, and spicy jambalaya with crispy eel skin strips on top.
Oh, I'll take the crispy skin.
The spicy jambalaya.
Yes.
Um, you see, the charcoal orders the stag steak and dire lobster, the surf and turf, if you must. Um, are you drinking tonight?
Hmm? Uh, no.
Okay.
Just staying
Uh,
sober.
Sober enough, at least.
Sober enough.
um, then we go. to Windchime and Nahiri.
Mhm.
And Boris.
So, Windchime, how have your adventures been going? Tell me all about it. And who, how you met Nahiri.
Oh yeah, so Nahiri works at a circus, and so I met her a while ago. When I was passing through the circus with Edward, and oh my goodness, there was this witch turning people into animals. That was wild.
I remember you telling me all about this.
Yeah, so yeah, that's where I met Nahiri, and then we met up again. Um, uh, right after you dropped us off in
Port Damali.
yeah, I could never remember the names of the cities. I'm so sorry.
Hey, look, geography isn't everyone's strong suit.
Yeah, so I met up with her in Port Damali, and I invited her to travel with us. So we've been traveling all up the coast so far, and yeah, it's been fun.
I'd say. You see, she mutters underneath her breath. But yeah, like Windchime has told me a whole lot about you. You must be pretty important. Well, I you see he's kind of starting to flush. She's
yeah. He's taught me all about sailing and boats and gambling and winning.
What can I say? She's a prodigy. She picks things up like that.
You're just a really good teacher, Borth.
Oh, shucks. Well, why don't we eat something? What would you like today? The blubber baked barnacles, the stag steak and dire lobster, or the spicy jambalaya with crispy eel skin strips on top.
The jambalaya, for sure.
I'll take the same. Wow, my voices are all over the place. I'll like I don't really want things that are ocean based right now. Like anything else. And she she gets some caramel fritters for herself to share with you too. Because I guess those are on the menu. Dessert menu.
Yummy.
Fourth is a simple man. He gets this steak.
Wait, can Winchun get hers extra spicy?
Yes. Okay. The conversation between the three of you continues, and Fourth says, so I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought you all were planning on going to the Dwendalian Empire.
Oh yeah, we're still on our journey. Actually, no, funny thing, we have this portal so we can go back to our base on Firewatch Island whenever we want. And so that's
course.
why we made it back here as if we hadn't been traveling at all.
Windchime, you must be pretty powerful.
Oh,
Yeah, she is like super duper powerful. Actually, genuinely impressive. I mean,
I took one look at that turtle today, and I just ran. What are you talking?
after buffing everybody else, like I'm pretty certain that your like sparkly radiant magic or whatever was like the only thing that helped Brian do anything that she was doing. Because like normally when I've seen her cast like Eldritch Blast or whatever the fuck she calls it, normally when I've seen it, it's like this like reddish dark energy, but like I've definitely felt like there were some like solid gold specks in it.
Also, can confirm would not have hit like half of the ones I hit without bless. Like bless mattered so fucking much.
Yeah, it's average 2 plus. It decreases the enemy's AC by an average of 2.5,
Which is just freaking
which
amazing.
is really good. It's like better than Shield of Faith's benefit,
Mm.
but it applies to everybody. It's like 3
Nerding out aside.
So like don't like say, oh, I didn't do anything or whatever. No, you were like really, really powerful. And she whispers into your ear, I can't believe I said, and sexy, despite the fact I was running for my life.
Can confirm. That's great.
Windchime grabs her hand to squeeze it underneath the table.
So like anyway, yeah, no, she's like super duper powerful. Well, sorry, he didn't cough like that. That was me trying to switch between two.
Hard to switch between those voices, eh?
Well, I can't say. Excuse me. I want to tell you that I'm really proud of you. I making portals and stuff. That's really good. Fighting a dragon turtle. Yeah, that's. Don't die.
I'm trying my best. I don't intend to die. But if these monsters keep finding us like nothing, like they just come out of nowhere and find us, like in caves and now on the open ocean, who knows what we're gonna run into next?
Good question. Don't ask me like I have the answer to that.
Come on, Boris. I know
Like,
you
I
know
want to know the
everything.
answer to that.
They're not there.
I know you know everything. You're the DM.
All 20 of you.
All 20 of you. Boris starting to look at Windchime like she's fucking insane.
So what else? What is your favorite moment? And you've been gone an entire month.
Mm-hmm.
What's been your favorite moment?
Well, we went camping a lot, and there was the sunset. Oh, it was so beautiful. And we met this little otter folk. He was really cute. Oh, and I did this drug. Oh my goodness! And
And I did drugs.
I did drugs.
You did drugs.
I did 3 drugs.
How many drugs?
All of the drugs.
We here at twitch.tv/frigidhyperion endorse drugs.
No!
I think. I'm
Don't
not really
endorse shit on my behalf.
You cannot be a spokesperson for this channel.
You cannot be my spokesperson.
Why not? I'm a good speaker. I like to speak things. Like, I speak my mind all the time.
That's exactly why.
All the time.
That's the
Uh,
problem, Rocky.
What
Honesty?
drugs did you do?
It
So
it,
halfling weed? Like, what's up?
no, it was this magical moment where I was connected to all of my friends and I could see into their minds and talk to them. I was Brian's third wheel.
Oh God! Oh no!
He met this really cute guard guy and like they totally fell in love.
As Wenchime says this a little too loudly.
Very hot, not love. There's a difference.
Very hot, not love. Well, that's something. That really is something.
Mm-hmm. What have you been up to since I've been gone?
Mostly working quite a bit. We basically haven't stopped for more than an evening's rest. I'll be honest.
Wow.
She's got us working like dogs. I don't mind though. I, keep busy, working the hands.
Make sure you take rest. I mean,
Oh, I mean, I sleep.
that's it.
I mean, occasionally we'll stop and grab something to drink at the tavern. Mostly we rest when we come here. Which is maybe an extra day. Not nearly often enough though. We've basically been all up and down the coast. Non-stop.
Wow. I mean, after this journey, we'll be back, and we'll be back on the ship with you guys.
How much longer you think it's gonna be?
Probably another month, because
Dang.
it was a 2 month journey, I think, to begin with.
2 months. That's horses.
Yeah, I mean, traveling by foot, it just. Oh, but we did get horses.
Awesome. Good for you.
Yeah,
Horses.
I have one. I named her Sunshine.
Would you believe me if I told you I never rode a horse?
Ever?
No, I'm just kidding. I asked you if you believe. Of course I've rode horse.
You got me again.
Yep. Well, anyway, tell me about what? Tell me about more about that uh, dragon turtle you were fighting, and from there we're gonna move over to the other table.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's been too long since I've sat down at the table with my friends. Well,
Seriously.
yeah. I imagine you got, from seeing the ledger, you guys have been keeping really busy.
Yes, we have been keeping very busy. We basically haven't stopped.
My goodness.
Excuse me. I don't remember his. Yeah, we've been keeping busy. We basically haven't stopped. He kind of glares at um he glares at Heidi. These
Well,
voices are really hard.
not that I really had. I play the hand in that as well. didn't leave a whole lot in the coffers when it came to finances, so I basically cut Heidi's work out for her when I left the ship. I feel horrible about that.
We've done fine, really. We've, as you can see, more than fine.
Well, even so. I'm always a conscious man, so there's a lot of things that I stress about constantly, it but being here with you and the rest of the crew, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. So, anyway, who are you? Was the name Soren?
It was.
How'd you come to be in this party? These people.
Well, really, I was just headed to Nicodanas, and I ran into them, but they seem like a great bunch of people, and honestly, they're letting me tag along, so I've got no complaints.
Did they ever tell you the story about how we met them?
Seeing as I just met you, probably not.
Wait, Moonzik, you did not tell him? That was an epic moment. That was like a defining piece of our relationship, of who we are.
Escaping Palma Flora, you mean?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, that was a day, for sure. So, there were 6 of us. There was myself, and there was Windchime and Edward, and then there were, wait, hold on, I'm missing somebody.
Brian and Miles.
Brian wasn't
Brian
there.
is not.
Brum and
Brum.
Miles.
Brum and
Was
Miles.
it 5?
Brian and Brum.
I thought
It
it
was
was.
What?
Brum.
Oh,
No,
I'm
an
missing
Amo.
Animo.
there,
Holy
Brian was
shit!
there.
I'm missing Animo. It was myself and Animo. We had met before. We went to Palma Flora, and we became very fast friends. It was Edward and Windchime. Those two, from what I can recall, were together as well, traveling, and their journey led them to Palma Flora. And then there was Edward, not there was Miles, and there was Brom. The two of them, I think, had met in that tavern that we all had met. But those two were also very fast friends. Brom, we've talked about before. He is a farmer, and a very honest man. And Miles, I miss him actually. I didn't get a whole good enough chance to really get to know him that well. But besides that, I know he kept to himself quite a bit. But I was under, the disguise that you know of, Cheem, and we had gotten together, and I had drawn some scrutiny from the way I was talking about being, not trusting rich people and all of that, and we started getting into a deeper conversation, and then all of a sudden the entire island shook. And as we rushed outside to see what was going on, we could see there were Sogin were coming up on the shore and killing people. I, of course, saw there was no more use to hold the disguise I was, so I transformed to who you see, and not
You
too...
see, just sorry, don't mean to cut in completely, but you see, she begins to walk towards the bar.
And we helped to rescue as many people as we could. We basically kept the people away from the water as best as we could. And during the island shaking, the bridge to the mainland got destroyed, so we had to improvise. We urged as many people as we could to go to the east side of the island where all the ships were docked, and from there it was a battle to get past the docks and all the Saugin that were trying to swarm it. And I landed a couple lucky shots. I think I saved Borth on one of the shots. And we were able to rush our way onto the ship and clear a path for the civilians to make their way on. And we escaped as the island sank. You saw the island yourself when we dove underwater. Wait, no, that was before the journey. My goodness, I'm getting these events all mixed up.
Well, how I remember it is the island started to sink, right? Shogwen were attacking. These guys come out of nowhere, start flinging their fucking swords and pitchforks around and making all sorts of, chaos. And they come behind them as like a whole slew of refugees. And we're all on the ship just trying to, pick off the Sogwin so that we can get out of there. We weren't going to wait for anybody. But hey, things happen. These guys boarded, waited around a few days, started chatting them up and all that good stuff, and bada bing, bada boom. That's how we met. An island sinking.
And a couple of other regretful choices, but
I've never heard this story either.
Moon's kind
He
of
has explained a little bit, but the full story.
And Moonzik kind of looks off forward towards the bar, and he kind of winces, and he says, It's not a story I especially like telling, especially with Heidi around. Basically, after we took the refugees to Port de Mali, we were enlisted to help originally to go underwater and deal with the Saugin, the Sharkfeather tribe, and their leader Selachai. But as the battle was, while the tide of battle was kind of turning rather quickly against our favor, it was Miles's brilliance that was able to charm Selachai. And we were actually able to broker some kind of deal. They allowed us to escape. They allowed us to live and get back to our ship, but in return, Moonzik kind of pauses and looks down at his drink. And he takes it up and he chugs it and he completely downs it and he slams the tankard back down on the table. We had to kill the captain at the time.
Remember your first contract. Didn't you also negotiate peace between the Sagwin so that they wouldn't attack any more villages?
That was part of the terms, is that they would at least attempt peaceful negotiations as long as we killed Captain Three Earrings. And while that has garnered favor in the eyes of the Clovis Concord, in that respect, there was after the event happened, it was a very awkward couple of days, and while Kijori and Borth and Dejarkle may have recovered from that incident, I feel like Heidi was closest to Captain Three Earrings, and she, I'm not sure, would ever recover from that or forgive, and at least me. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, nor would I blame her if she never forgave me. And I say that last line as she comes over. Hi.
Hey.
I've never heard that story before.
It's one I don't like to tell. Amongst the other many stories I don't like to tell.
We got away from a dragon turtle. That's a story to tell, right? Add a good one to the list.
Animo's not going to believe us when we tell him that we ran from something like that.
Yeah, he'd have wanted to kill it, and he probably would have succeeded.
I don't know. If he tried to latch onto that thing the way that he does, he might have been pulled down underwater with it. Then again,
all I'm saying is he doesn't need to breathe, and I don't know how it would have hit him if he was latched onto its neck.
I will be right back.
Animo scares me.
You're not saying that he like uses those uncanny sharp teeth to actually bite people.
I mean, he's bit me once.
My
that was
God.
playful. I think that one was playful.
He literally tried to rip into me, guys.
You're not there. But you're welcome to join in the conversation. You all can move together if you want.
He's really good at holding on to things. Like, really good.
Yeah. I agree with that statement.
I'd say it was that really sharp jaw line he's got going on.
Right?
Get
Sorry.
it? Sharp?
Yeah.
He makes me think he's like a werewolf or something. Those teeth.
Yeah, that would be really weird, right?
Still, it's a statement. It's a statement.
It certainly is.
So I'm just gonna look at Brian with a questioning look.
What? I'm allowed to admire. I admire everything.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So, are you guys like staying back now? New crew and all? Coming to take back the ship? It'd be great, actually. Heidi like glares at him as she takes another drink. We really we could use the extra hands.
Heidi, what's your assessment?
We are doing just fine. He is acting like a baby because I didn't let him, go out gallivanting every night.
Are you a gallivanter?
A gallivanter? Philanderer, maybe.
She's gonna realize where his arm is. Perhaps a libertine and a cad, sir. As she takes it and places it on back on his chest, giving him the biggest smile.
Well, I like it that way. I don't know. Either
Well.
way, look, hey, we've just barely have time to cook anything good. I'll tell you that.
I'm back.
Hey,
Sorry
you
about that.
heard my complaints. Don't look at me that way. The way he's been cooking has been fine. Everything is fine.
Heidi, you are down down 2 crew members from the crew that you had, from what I understand, before you guys met everyone. And your profits are, quite frankly, astounding. You sure you do not work yourself to death?
She's like kind of looking at you, and she looks you straight in the eyes, and she says, "Things have been fine. Genuinely. Numbers prove it."
I trust you. Ever since I've known you, at least. I've known every member of this crew to be hardworking and trustworthy. Even the libertines and cats amongst them.
He smiles.
Sorry about that.
I at least also was to be able to extend the same towards you. And I mean, I was just told the story. So,
Her eyes harden. Story.
Moonzik looks over and he's like, his eyes are like completely soft, like he feels pain just by like even knowing that it was brought up about the captain. And she looks her in the eyes. That story.
I didn't know. Look, I have great respect for you. Possibly greater now. A skill and a choice to move forward. And I want to help. So if you need help, please. You have 5 people here, 6 people here, and a 7th somewhere gallivanting around the wilderness who care about you. And want to know when you need help.
She kind of like looks at the mug that she is holding and says, "This isn't just about hiring another hand, is it?"
In my case, it was to start with, but I'm also worried.
I've said it already, and whenever I bring that story up, I feel like the biggest piece of shit in the world, and nothing I'll ever do, I feel like would ever make up for what we've done. And hell, I wouldn't even blame you if you never forgave me. She meant everything to you. But that does not detract from the fact that I still want to stand next to you and call you a friend.
I don't know if we're there yet. But you see maybe just the faintest bit of softness behind her eyes.
Let us know if you need an extra hand. We found some pretty reliable people by just by being around and traveling and finding those who will stand up for things. And if you need something from me or anyone else, I know I haven't known you for nearly as long as the rest, but these people saved my life a few times already, so to hear all you've done for them, thank you. And
She
you
nods
need to put that arm back.
Got me, you got me. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. Well, today has been hard hitting on combat and roleplay.
Heartstrings.
So
More turtles than I was expecting.
Lee, you do all the things to my heart.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, drop a like. If you want to leave some kind of feedback, whether it be something you liked about the video or something maybe that I can improve upon, like my pronunciation and my stumbling, drop a comment down below. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. If you go over to my YouTube page, we did just release both parts of Session 1 of Crypt of the Forgotten Priest, if you want to keep up on what Animo is doing. He is, in fact, still alive, so...
Yeah.
Go.
As
He
of
exists
now.
outside of our vision.
Oh,
As
baby.
of now.
So
He
go-
might not be for long.
Emily just proved she was willing to kill one of us if the wrong thing happened.
Well,
Even
let's
without...
just say that the fight that happened within that temple is kind of a walk in the park now, compared to the fucking dragon turtle. So,
It also turns out kiting is really strong, and we should probably do that a little more often.
Otherwise, if you click the link in the description below or go check out my YouTube page's bio, it'll take you to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FrigidHyperion, where we do this every Monday, except for the first Monday of the month at 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. We'd always love to see more people come and interact with us live. So yeah, drop on by and drop a follow. And with that, we're going to head out for the night. I hope all of you on YouTube have a lovely day. We'll see you next time.